Hello children, yesterday we have discussed three types of quadrilateral in which we discussed parallelogram properties thoroughly. Now we will discuss rhombus, then rectangle and then square. So first of all, what is meant by rhombus? A quadrilateral whose all the four sides are of equal length is called a rhombus. We can say that this is a rhombus whose all the sides are of equal length. Also, the main important property, the diagonals of a rhombus. Understand it. The diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. This is diagonal, and diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. That's the property we have to remember. The diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. This is our diagonals. They are perpendicular bisector of each other. Means this point of intersection will be the bisector of these two. Clear? And also you have to remember that rhombus has all the properties of parallelogram. A rhombus has all the properties of a parallelogram and also that of quad. So, a quadrilateral where all the four sides equal is called a rhombus, and also the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. It has all the properties of a parallelogram and also that of kite. Now we will discuss about rectangle. A rectangle, as the name suggests, here ABCD is a rectangle in which opposite sides are equal and each angle is a right angle. We can say that it has all the properties of a parallelogram. A rectangle is a parallelogram with equal angles. Also, main thing, the diagonals of rectangle are of equal length. So, a rectangle is a parallelogram with equal angles, and also the diagonals of rectangle are of equal length. Here ABCD is a rectangle in which opposite sides are equal and each angle of a rectangle is a right angle. This you have to remember. And also, what main conclusion you can draw? The diagonals of a rectangle are of equal length, and being equal in length, they bisect each other. Now square is a quadrilateral in which all sides equal, each angle being equal and right angle 90 degree. That means a square is a quadrilateral, or we can say that a square is a rectangle with all sides equal. Also, diagonals of square are perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector of each other. So, in a square, all the sides and angles are equal. Each angle is 90 degree, means a square is a special type of rectangle with all the sides of equal length, and the diagonals of this square are perpendicular bisector of each other. The diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. These are the main properties that you need to remember. But for solving this exercise, we need to just remember the properties of the parallelogram.